I'm Jake, you're watching Gas Guzzlers, and this is Honda's first all-electric SUV, the Honda Prologue Elite. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the design of the Prologue. I think it is a sharp looker. This thing's competing with the Toyota BZ4X. I think this looks a little bit better. This was designed by Honda's North America team in Los Angeles using virtual reality technology. So they designed the exterior using clay. That's the old-fashioned way of designing a car. But they did the interior using virtual reality. There's a few reasons for that. First of all, it allowed the engineers to work with people in other places in real time and say, hey, can you see what I'm seeing through my virtual reality goggles? The other reason to use virtual reality is it's extremely quick to prototype. So let's say you're viewing brown leather. You can change that to red leather instantly, or green leather, or I don't know, whatever kind of leather you want. That's the point. You can choose whatever crazy designs you want. You can test it in VR. It's a lot quicker and cheaper than physical prototyping. We're gonna see that technology continue to change the automotive game. 21-inch wheels here. All sorts of different wheel designs you can get. Wheel designs are very difficult for an electric vehicle because it's all about optimizing that range, right? And rims that look cool often have a lot of air gaps, which make a lot of turbulence when they're spinning fast and decrease the range. Big fan of how this looks. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What looks better, this or the BZ4X? One thing that's kind of disappointing on the Prologue is you have no frunk. I love frunks because I love to hike, I love to run, I love to have a place to put my sweaty clothes after working out, and a frunk is perfect for that, but no frunk on the Prologue. However, one thing that's not disappointing is North Shore Pearl paint. You can only get it on the Elite model. It's exclusive to that. I don't know why they didn't bring it, this Elite model, in North Shore Pearl. North Shore Pearl. Say that 3 times real fast. Tongue twister. It looks great. Great color. This gray is just kind of boring compared to it. Definitely check that out if you are configuring your own Honda Prologue. At the rear of the Prologue, we have a new Honda typeface and this new E badge. I suppose that's going to be Honda's new indicator of their electric vehicle lineup, kind of like Beyond Zero for Toyota. Very squished rear end. That definitely came through from the prototypes, from the concepts. That remains the same. It'll be interesting to see when you're driving if rear visibility is at all affected by that. Let's open up the trunk here. You can get a kick to open trunk, which is going to be standard on Touring and Elite models. Opening up the trunk here, we are going to find 25 cubic feet of space behind the passenger seats. Fold those down, 57 cubic feet of space. It's pretty easy to fold them down. There's just a little shoulder button right here and down they go. 60-40 split without a ski pass-through, but this isn't marketed as a super outdoorsy vehicle, so I feel like I can let no ski pass-through slide on this one, but it's tight. So the Prologue comes in 2 drivetrain options. There is the front wheel drive model. That's making 212 horsepower, 236 pound-feet of torque. There are also all-wheel drive options. The all-wheel drive will be standard on the Elite. It's going to be an option on the EX and Touring. If you go for the all-wheel drive model, you're looking at 288 horsepower and 333 pound-feet of torque. Now the Prologue comes with Honda Sensing. That's Honda's standard suite of safety features. Think forward collision alert, lane departure alert, all those different things. But now Honda Sensing has been upgraded to include a bit more intervention type features. So for example, now it has rear cross traffic stopping. So you're backing up, something's coming, the car will automatically stop. You also have blind spot intervention now. So basically if there's someone in your blind spot and you try to merge, car's not going to let you do that and cause an accident. Now let's talk price. The Prologue base models are going to start at $47,500. You're going to be looking at the mid-50s for an Elite model like this bad boy. However, Prologue still qualifies for the $7,500 federal EV tax credit. So if you live in the United States, that's something to consider. Also, if you live in the US, check with your state. In Maryland for a while, they were offering $3,500 EV tax credits. You could be walking out with this with $10,000 in tax credits if you play your cards right. But it's something you have to think about in advance because some of those tax credits you need to get on a waiting list for. So it's something to keep in mind. If you want a 2027 Prologue, think about it now. Wow, is this interior nice. This is certainly a huge step up for a Honda. two-tiered storage cubby system. That's going to maximize interior storage space. 11.3-inch display here, fully digital 11-inch gauge cluster. Looks absolutely beautiful. Really like the design of these screens. Comfortable, heated, ventilated seats. Again, in an electric car, you need that heated seat because it's much more energy efficient to just heat up the individual rather than heating up all the air in the cabin. We have a wireless charger right here, and then these gigantic cup holders. I can't get over how nice the materials are in here. We also have really nice ambient lighting. It's very gentle underneath it right here. It gives a little bit of a floating look to the front dashboard. It also is in the doors, front and rear. It's just a really nice, high quality interior. I'm actually blown away at this. In the Prologue, we have plenty of legroom, completely flat floor. Because of that EV architecture, we don't need to have a drivetrain running through the center of the vehicle. We can pull out our storage cubby here. We have two cup holders. Let's put that back up because I want to talk about what's in the center here. We have USB-C ports. The USB-C ports in here are capable of 45-watt charging. Charge your phone up nice and quick. We also have two air vents back here and a nice little storage cubby. It would be kind of interesting if this was like a wireless charger. I don't think any brands are doing wireless chargers in the back. If it cost $100, $200 more, that would be kind of a cool little option to have back here, I think. Then we have this big panoramic roof. I like that Honda at least half opened it here at the New York Auto Show, so we get a little bit of light in here. It does feel like a very airy cabin. Even with these dark colors in here, I think that if you get this out on a sunny day, you're gonna feel like you have a lot of space. It is very spacious in here. The Honda Prologue is a pretty awesome vehicle. I think the BZ4X is in trouble. I look forward to seeing how this competes with the likes of the Ariya, the BZ4X especially. This interior blows all of them out of the water. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jake, you're watching Gas Guzzlers. This is the Honda Prologue Elite. We'll see you in next week's video. Take care.